One of the reasons that Valheim took off the way it did is probably because it looks good enough for the graphics to not be distractingly bad, but the graphics are still simple enough for you to be able to run it even on an older PC. But exactly how old can you go? What kind of old, forgotten about PC can you use and still have a decent experience with Valheim? Well, that's what we'll be finding out today, as I'll be taking you through the past 10 or so years of PCs to see exactly where the sweet spot is. Of course, let's start off with a nice, decent modern PC. My personal rig right there behind me, which stars a Ryzen 7 3700X, a GTX 1080 Ti, and 32GB of RAM. And if you want to see what that runs like, well then just check out my video on if you should run Valheim in Vulkan mode. Because in that video I run Valheim with both Vulkan and DirectX on this PC to see which one is truly better and show some performance numbers. So yeah, just check it out. But just pause this video right now, check that for the baseline. But now we need something to compare it to. So let's go with something a tad older. A PC from around 2013, starring the famous or infamous FX 8350 CPU from AMD, a Radeon R9 280X graphics card, and 16GB of RAM. So let's see what that experience is like. And I have already stumbled upon my first problem. Because we're using such an old graphics card, we can't even select a 3840 by 2160 60Hz option. It maxes out at 30Hz. But whatever, with a graphics card this old, I honestly wouldn't even expect us to be able to run this game at 60 FPS at 4K. So we are running at 13 FPS for now, and I think is it crashed? I think it could be crashed. And here we are running at 12 FPS on a PC from 2013. This is the max settings 4K. And what is this attacking me? Can you like get away? I don't know where it went. There it is. I'm trying to show. Okay, apparently that ball thing or whatever it was attacking me was enough to make the game come to a complete standstill, and I died from that apparently. Okay, that clearly isn't worth the effort, so let's go down to 2560 by 1440 and 20 FPS. 20 FPS on a game with pixels the size of heads. I am actually surprised by how demanding this game can be at 1440p. Also, for the record, we are playing this at with DirectX, so I am going to switch over to Vulkan in a second. Let's try out at 1080p, which is probably what most people will be running it at, and that gave us like 5 extra FPS and max, so I can zoom in. I didn't know that. Really? 30 FPS at max settings, 1080, okay. So how much do I have to further decrease the quality if I want to get a nice 60 FPS? Let's just go everything in medium. Oh, we have motion blur turned on. Let's turn off that because it's terrible. And that gave us like another 10 FPS. I am honestly surprised. Okay, whatever. Let's just go down to low. Oh my, look at these graphics. The ground just like disappeared. I'm walking on like, I don't know, like an N64 scenery. Actually, no, it's more like PS1 scenery, and it crashed. Oh no, we're back. It's really not liking it though. Yeah. Okay, this game is actually way harder to run than I imagined. So my plan was originally to run this as well in Vulkan on my 2013-ish PC, plus also run on an older PC from around 2009 or so. But obviously there is no point, because as you saw, even on the lowest settings at 1080p, we're getting around 30 to 40 FPS. So how on earth can a game that looks so bad also perform so badly? Well, one thing to remember is that the game is still definitely in its infancy, so naturally they are probably going to optimize it, hopefully, in the future as the game progresses. But yeah, forget everything I said in the intro about the game being easy to run. But hey, if you have fun with the game, don't let that stop you. I'm told it's a pretty decent game. I don't really play myself. But if you still enjoy this kind of disappointing video, then maybe check out my Patreon, because even $1 a month goes a long way in helping my channel and allow us to make way better videos on way more interesting topics. I'd also love to thank my Patreons Gavin Burns, Ryan, LKB, Naomi Sushi, Tiffany Jacobs and Wolfie. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, that's gonna be down in the video description below, along with our Amazon Associates links, plus our Discord server, and the old customs of build link and social media. All of that good stuff's down in the video description below, so go check it out if you enjoy pretty much anything I do on this channel. But anyway, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this very disappointing video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.